Thank you so much for visiting Perfect Plates. Today we're going to be making steak chimichurri. A lot of you have probably heard about it, but you may not know what goes in it exactly. Now cilantro is what we'll be using today. Sometimes you could make this recipe with parsley, but the flavor from cilantro is great. Right off the bat, we're going to make this in a food processor. You can buy a food processor off of Amazon, 25 bucks. Now this cilantro has been cleaned, washed, and it gets rid of all that sandy grittiness you'll have in your sauce. First up, garlic powder. And I also use onion powder. Now if we pause, why use garlic powder? Why use onion powder? Now you can easily switch this out for fresh garlic and fresh onion, but it's just a really big time saver if you use the powder. Now moving on, in the kosher salt, it's gotta be kosher salt every time. Fresh cracked black pepper, trust me, you can taste the difference. Into some Dijon mustard, it helps bind everything together. Vegetable oil, and its close cousin, extra virgin olive oil. This helps provide the liquid to get everything moving. Now the acid, we're using lime juice. You could easily swap this out for lemons or even white distilled vinegar. A quick spin in the food processor, too chunky. Let's try again. Now that's better. A little bit more smooth, let's taste it. Everything's looking good and tasting good. Let's improve the color with a little bit more cilantro leaves. Another spin. Now that's perfect. Now let's go ahead and transfer this to a bowl and fold in some of our diced tomatoes. And what's steak chimichurri without steak? Make sure to liberally season those steaks with salt and pepper. Now straight onto a hot grill. Room temperature meat works best when you're doing this. And we're gonna rotate these 90 degrees. Cook them between 3 and 4 minutes on each side to get them to medium rare. Flip them, as you can see, those beautiful diamond hatch marks, which you're always after. Rotate them one last time on that second side, and then we're ready. Now I'm gonna check for doneness just by pressing on the meat. And if we pause for a second, we can really try to explain what we're looking for here is just a little bit of give as we're pressing on it, and that'll tell us we have a medium rare to rare steak. After that, I'm gonna rescue our steaks, take them off the grill, and make sure they rest. It's vital that they rest for at least 5 minutes. After the meat's rested, we have to slice it. We're gonna slice against the grain on a bias. And as we slice here, spread out these slices, you can see that beautiful medium rare underneath. Now first up with this plate, we're gonna put the chimichurri sauce on the bottom as opposed to over the top of the steak. And there we have it, the perfect steak chimichurri.